What is charity? How would you define it?
To me, personally, I define charity by giving back the same way that it was given to me.
Charity is giving from your heart.
Just taking some time out of your day to help somebody who truly needs it.
You know, charity to me is just giving up something of yourself to benefit some sort of a cause.
Helping a friend in need.
The giving of yourself with no expectations back.
Helping those who deserve it.
To give support.
Everyone trying to give a little bit.
Helping in any shape or form.
Trying to take care of everyone else.
Charity is giving. Giving of your heart, time, money, just giving.
Like, if you volunteer, I mean, unless people do it, I don't think they realize it, but you feel better. And somebody told me a long time ago that you ask somebody that's really busy and they always find the time, and it's true. Like, you know, you can always find time to help people.
I think it just makes everybody feel better. It makes you feel like you're doing something for the world.
I am Nancy Mazzola. I am president and founder of the Marcy Mazzola Foundation, and I am Marcy's stepmother. Our family created the foundation 10 years ago after Marcy died in a car accident. She was only 21 years old, and she was a really incredible person. When Marcy died, she was involved in a civil lawsuit, and it was against a school bus driver who had sexually assaulted her when she was a child. After Marcy died, her attorney contacted us and told us that it was going to be next to impossible for him to win the suit because Marcy was no longer there to receive any settlement. Marcy had planned to donate her entire settlement, if the case was won, to help abused and at-risk children. When we heard that, we convinced the attorney to continue with the case, and he did, and the case was won. And although Marcy was not there to see justice served, it gave our family the incentive to carry on and to help children in Marcy's name. The mission is to help better the lives of abused and at-risk children and increase community awareness about the needs of children. We host numerous fundraising events throughout the year, and the proceeds we dedicate to organizations that have the same or similar mission as the foundation. We also feel that it's just as important for every dollar to raise as much awareness as we can, because many people don't realize that there is so much need across the world, across the country, and in our own backyards here on Long Island. There are many children in many ways that need our help. Primarily, the number one thing volunteers do is to get the word out about the Marcy Mazzola Foundation. I always say if each person does a little bit, collectively it adds up to a lot, and that's how we've been very successful. The foundation doesn't have paid employees, so we're different. You know, there's a lot of different organizations, whether they're businesses or not-for-profits. And in not-for-profits, some organizations don't have any paid employees, but many do. It's very different getting things done and getting people to be involved. It's all about passionate people, because the people that do for the Marcy Mazzola Foundation, the things that they do, they're passionate and they think about all the children that they can possibly be helping. They're not being paid. And most of the people have families, they've got full-time jobs, they have a lot of things going on in their lives, and they still find many hours to dedicate to our organization. All of our events, we make sure that there is a good, happy, positive theme so that everyone leaves feeling good about participating in whatever the event was. Before all of our events, it's very hectic and a lot of work has to get done, but right before is when I get really emotional and realize the impact of what Marcy and her life and what we've tried to carry on and how it does, whether it's large or small, make a difference.
Nice to you, Mark!
I feel love all the time, all around me, all the time. I feel love all the time, all around me, all the time. I feel love all the time.
I feel elated. The hill was difficult, but once you get to the top and you see that finish line, all worries are gone, shoulders relaxed. The rest of the day, gravy.
We rocked!
Overall, it was a great time.
We get from the community is just unbelievable.
Oh, good. It's awesome. Yeah.
Piano. I'm the director of special events for Relay for Life. I'm actually a cancer survivor, and 12 years ago, during the course of my cancer journey, I was a patient in the Patient Family Services Department, and I actually received my wig from the American Cancer Society. When I came to find out about the American Cancer Society in the middle of the night, I couldn't sleep. I had lots of questions. This was right when I was diagnosed, and I had called the 1-800 number, and to my surprise, there was a live person on the other end of the phone, and that was my very first contact with the American Cancer Society, and from there on, they provided me with lots of resources and information, and that's how I became aware of the WIG program and the Look Good, Feel Better program. So fast forward about 10 years, I was in the job search, and there was a position for the American Cancer Society, and I said, you know what, I strongly believe in the organization. I'm going to put my application in, and lo and behold, they hired me, and here I am. I get to work with amazing people who really, truly want to make a difference in the fight against cancer. I tell people I have the best job on earth. I get to work with folks who love making a difference, love touching the lives of others, and with doing Relay for Life, it's a volunteer, community-driven event. I get to go into communities, work with students and faculty and parents, and see their ambition to create an event, to make a difference, to get the family involved. It's every day I reap the rewards of working with volunteers. It's just, I feel that because I'm a survivor, I wouldn't be here if it were not for the hard work and dedication and the funds that are raised by volunteers. So I commend them for taking time out of their busy schedules to do what they do, because they truly are the backbone of this organization. It's really interesting when you come into a community and you meet people that have never been involved in the event in Relay for Life. They have no idea what it's all about. They think, oh, we're going to start teams and we're going to sleep overnight and it's going to be a big camp out. And then during the planning process, as we're at the meetings and people are sharing their stories as to why they relay, and you get to meet other survivors and you get to meet the students of who, you know, who've lost people to cancer, whose parents or the students themselves who are actually going through their cancer journey. It's just incredible to come into a community and promote the mission and all the wonderful things that we do, and let them know about the services that are available to them through the American Cancer Society that perhaps they never knew were available. And even if we just reach out to one person, one student, one parent who goes tells somebody else to go to the doctor or quit smoking, it's a trickle effect, because they get involved. They know that smoking causes cancer, but until you're actually involved and you see people who have been directly affected by it, I mean, a lot of people who immediately get involved are indirectly affected through a cancer, through a family member, but when they're out there at the event and they see people who are actually have been personally affected by it and who are actually going through their journey, I think that during opening ceremonies of Relay for Life tells a lot about why we're there and what we're doing, but it's not until that all-inspiring survivor lap, as you know, it's as survivors gather on the track and they take that first lap around and all the friends and family members are actually standing there applauding them, that it truly sinks in and you see how many people you touch and what a difference you're making in that community. And then to see everybody throughout the course of the evening participate and stick around for the luminaria ceremony, which is another poignant ceremony and a very inspirational moment for relay. When the lights dim and all the bags illuminate around the track in honor of or in memory of a loved one, you know at that point in time that everybody that's there at that event is inspired, and it's giving them hope, and you just hope that they'll walk away with an experience that is going to make them just want to come back again and do more. It wouldn't be an organization if we didn't have volunteers, because volunteers are the voice of the American Cancer Society. We're a volunteer-based organization. We rely on our volunteers to get the word out, to share their stories, to encourage and give hope to others, to want to make a difference in the fight against cancer. I'm just one person. The staff here, we wear many different hats. We do many different things. We're behind the scenes. Our volunteers are the face of the American Cancer Society, and without them, we wouldn't be able to fulfill our mission. Our goal is to finish the fight against cancer. We hope that one day nobody will ever have to hear those words, "You have cancer."
It's just a great sense of accomplishment because this event has meant so much to me.
It's great that everyone's trying to get together and raise money for cancer research, and hopefully nobody will have to live what I live.
It means a lot that I know that both myself and other people around me are dealing with the same situations, and that we could all come together for something that's so uplifting and awesome here.
Knowing that the money I raise here helps someone feel beautiful and feel more confident about themselves, really, it just touches my heart.
I feel like it brings both having fun and paying back to the community into one.
You know, in a weird kind of way, having cancer made me realize how wonderful everyone was.
I'm Joe Dugan. I'm the director of the Peanut Butter Gang.
You're going to make sandwiches, you're going to put peanut butter on both slices of bread, a spoonful of jelly in the middle, clap it together, and they get put into bags.
The Peanut Butter Gang is a group of people who are making sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and wash-up kits to assist people in need. I took a Life in the Spirit seminar, and at this seminar, some people got the gifts of tongues. They were Pentecostal people. But I didn't get anything. But one man said that he made sandwiches for a Sister Celeste who went to New York City and fed 600 people every Saturday night outside on the street of the New York Port Authority. And I said I could do that. But then a voice within me said, who's going to help you? Where are you going to? It created problems for me. So I asked a few people if they would help me. A Life in the Spirit seminar, people gave me $37. And the church gave me a room to make the sandwiches in. So the first week we made 200 bologna and cheese sandwiches. But after that week we had no more money. So we had to get some government surplus peanut butter. we kicked in about $10, we bought bread, and we made 200 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And at that time, there was only 6 of us. One of the fellas said, if I win at Lotto, I'm going to give you the money. And that day, he won $176 and gave us the money. So we started making the sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We started going to the city with Sister Celeste, and we started making 60 pounds of pasta on Saturday to bring into the city. And our group of 6 grew to be about 10 or 15. And after about 2 years, people were saying, why are you going to the city when there are so many people in Brentwood who could use your help? So someone gave us $500, and we started a Saturday soup kitchen. And the first week, we had 5 people came to eat, and there were 50 volunteers. The second week, there were 5 people came to eat. There were still 50 volunteers. But after 6 months, 50 people were coming. And today, let me see, that was in 1992. Today we feed over 250 people every Saturday at the soup kitchen. So when it started, other people heard about what we wanted to do, and they wanted to get involved. So we started peanut butter gangs in other places. And my idea, or our focus, is to bring people of all faiths together, working in harmony. What we do is we try to create the opportunity for you to do good. That's basically it. Creating opportunities for people to do good. And at the soup kitchen, what happens there, it removes fear. The volunteers are helping people that they would normally not associate with. People who are down on their luck, and they're on the other side of the table when they're feeding them, and they realize they're people. And it takes fear away. I'm not afraid of them anymore. And in the 23 years the soup kitchen's been open, we have no problem with conflicts or anything. And we get to know everybody. We refer to our clients as guests, and that's what they are. We want them to feel like they're guests. We're now like a UPS center. There are 26 peanut butter gangs. They bring all their sandwiches in to St. Anne's. We put them in freezers. We have volunteer drivers who go out on Monday and deliver these sandwiches to 23 locations in Nassau and Suffolk, and one is actually in New York City. No one gets paid. Everybody is a volunteer. On Saturday mornings when we have the peanut butter gang, you have to make an appointment as a group, and you might have to wait 3 months to participate. There are that many volunteers who come, and they get so much out of giving that they want to come back again. Last month, they made 18,000 sandwiches and 3,000 wash-up kits, all the gangs together. And everything was given out. So it's sandwiches in every week, sandwiches out every week. And that's how that goes. You know. One of the wonderful things about it is it bringing people of different faiths together. I mean, it's just remarkable how much in common we have in trying to do good.
Volunteer work means a lot to me because it means you're helping the community and you're helping people who don't have a chance at all this other stuff. So when you volunteer, you're offering to make somebody else's life a better place. So it's really important to volunteer so you can give what you have to other people.
Well, it's just nice to give back to the community. You know, there's a lot of unfortunate people that can't make ends meet, so we're trying to promote goodwill to everybody, and it's an opportunity to show our youth that it's important to take care of the people in your community that are less fortunate, so it's a good thing to do.
It's nice to just help them out. It's good to see them happy when they do it.
It's a great experience. I would recommend it to anyone who has time, who lives in the area, and it's very fulfilling.
If this organization wasn't here, a lot more people would be suffering.
Just last year, we got at Christmas time, we got a letter from a 7-year-old boy who wanted to do something to help the poor. So his parents gave him the name of 3 charities to support, and he saved money, and he was going to support us, and he sent us a check for $10. The next letter we opened up was from a man who sent us $5,000.
So we're both crying in the truck, and I don't know which check was the most important one, the $10 one or the $5,000 one. But we don't do any fundraisers. You know, people just hear what we do, and they respond. You know.
It's simple. What we're doing is very simple, and it's very practical. And any church or anybody could do it, but we don't have any restrictions. We have the freedom to do things, to be innovators, find things to change. I've been doing this now for 23 years, and the soup kitchen, the peanut butter gang, doesn't need me. I need to be there, because it's everybody has to have a purpose in life. And I think that's what happens with our volunteers. They find that this is a purpose in their life, meaningful purpose in their life.
I feel that it's not about the things that you have in your lifetime. It's about the difference that you make along the way. And if you can't give back, and if you can't touch people, and if you can't inspire people to make a difference in this world, then this would be a horrible world.
The volunteers who have given so much of themselves to make this event happen.
And that's how it's done. You find the niche that you're really touched with, and to follow that, you know, the thing that brings you to tears.
Socks and sneakers and dress shoes just in case. Skybound for my hometown to the North Shore on a Sunday. Yeah. I give a kiss to my lady friend, she's a sweet talk and a sweet taste. Give thanks for my family, thanks to my friends, I'm getting shit-faced. Oh well, this Long Island, it's a desolate place. Far cry from my first love, Michigan, sweet talk.